Hello and welcome to the session. Let's continue our discussion for subsequent topics. So we will start with this interface called as queue interface and uh, classes related to queue interface. So what is a queue? It is an ordered collection of elements, and that's all. Okay, its use is limited to implementing the first in first out concept. So now if you see, this queue interface is extended here using dequeue, and it adds some additional methods. And if you see the linked list class, which basically implements this queue dequeue and some of the concept in the list also. So linked list we have already seen. Now let us see this priority queue class, which implements the queue interface. Now priority queue example we will see, but before that, so priority queue elements are retrieved in the sorted order. So this is important. The way you insert the element, it doesn't matter. Priority queue will always return, or whenever you retrieve an element from the priority queue, it will always be in the sorted order, or the head of the priority queue will be always the smallest element, the element which is the smallest value, or the highest priority. Now elements are processed based on the order. Now DQ we have seen already. Now let us see example of priority queue. Now you see I have implemented this priority queue. On the right hand side, there's a priority queue class object. Now the if you remember, if you see the moment, the way I have added the elements are in some random fashion. So 11, 8, and 11 is duplicate here, right? And 12, 2 to 2, and 15. Now point to note here, the insertion order is something random, but when you start retrieving the element, the first element or the latest element, whatever you retrieve, that will be that will be the lowest element. The head will always point to the lowest element. Let's just run it. So now I'm just printing all the priority queue here, and now when I say peak, it will give me the element which is on the top, or the head of the priority queue. Now I will remove one, and then again I will peak, and I will do this in a continuous fashion. So let us run it and see what happens. Okay, so if you see, the insertion order is random, basically 8, 11, 11, so 2, 2, 2, 15. So this is not maintained. But if you see here, I will say peak. So when I say peak, it will point to the element which is having the lowest value. Okay, number 8. Now I will remove it, and then again I will do a peak. So when I do a peak, it will give me the next value, which is 11. Now again I remove this 11 and I do a peak, so it will give me the one which is the lowest value, and similarly and so on. So after 2 times 11, it will be 12. So this is basically priority queue, wherein the head will always point to the one which is having lowest value. Now unlike like other examples, this is also left hand side is an interface, right hand side is a queue, right hand side is an object of the class. Same thing here. And in this example, left hand side object type, and right hand side object type is basically the same. So both things are possible, both things are used normally. So it's up to you whatever you want to use. Now this is about the priority queue or queue interfaces and classes. Let's see the other parts in the remaining discussion. Thank you.